is Monday through Friday. At about 6, 7 o'clock in the evening, a really fun video drops, and it's Arrow Nicely News. And it's it's something our residents can tune into, and family members, and it's just positive stories of things that are happening in our communities or even outside of our communities. And so I was hoping to interview all of you and to get your thoughts on this experience. Something that Lenny and Aaron and our tech team, they can kind of pull from. So I'm going to ask a few questions, and you guys just feel free to go off mute and share. So my first question is, what drew you all to work with seniors and to volunteer your time with the senior living groups?
Well, I love helping people. That's my way of staying positive. Like that makes me feel better when I know I am helping someone else have a better day, which is so fun also too. It's just like such a fun way to give back almost. And I just love seeing people smile. So that's why I do it.
Oh, very cool. Anybody else? What kind of interested you in volunteering?
I did it because my friend Lauren invited me to. And I was like, oh, that's a really cool thing. I can get up and practice stuff so that I can make other people smile. And I just, like Izzy said, I like making people smile, and I like just kind of messing around and spreading positivity. So yeah.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Anybody else?
Yeah. So we have been doing like puppets and puppet shows for nursing homes since
God knows how long.
Who knows how long? Probably like 8th grade-ish.
Your 8th grade.
Or my 8th grade, whenever she was. But we've always like loved doing that. We're like, hey, maybe we could do something like that with this opportunity. That like, why not? Let's have some fun during quarantine because we got nothing else to do. So.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So I know it's been an interesting format. You know, sometimes I think via Zoom, it can be just a unique experience to perform, but not necessarily get the feedback because everybody is on mute and it's little small screens. But I just want to say, it's been cool on our end because we see a lot of the videos from the community, some that are on closed private Facebook pages that aren't available to the public, of residents joining in. So even though you guys can't see it, please know it's such a wonderful experience, and there is a response, and we appreciate it so much. So if you had the opportunity, which we're hoping you will, once COVID is done and the social distancing barriers are lifted, when you get the chance to meet some of our residents in St. Louis in person, what is an interesting question you would like to ask them?
If you can remember, when you were my age, which is 15, what was your favorite thing to do? Like, was it playing football? Was it to paint? Was it in choir? Just your favorite thing to do.
Very cool. Anybody else?
I would think probably like one of the best memories. I feel like, what's the best memory that you still remember that you always look back to? Because I feel like that whenever I talk to my grandma or my grandpa, they always have these like crazy memories, and I'm like, what? How did that even happen? So I feel like that's always fun to learn about.
Very cool. Thank you. Ariel, I thought I saw you go off mute. Do you all have something to share?
Oh, I think I've been on mute for a long time, but
okay, no, you're good. You're good.
I have something.
Yes, go ahead, Allison.
So for me, I would ask them just like, oh my God, sorry. I would ask them like, what's the most major difference between a time in their childhood to a time like in the society with their childhood to like now? Like, what's the major difference that they notice between those two? Like, because I just think that's interesting.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, wonderful. So what would you say to someone who maybe is considering volunteering with seniors? What is something that you would say?
Do it.
Very cool. Very cool.
I-
Kayla. Oh, Mr. Neal, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that I think for anybody interested in volunteering with seniors that, you can learn so much. They have been through everything that you will one day go through, and they can give you such incredible advice and just it's a level of respect to show them, so we can hear about their life story. So yes, please do if you can volunteer.
Yeah. I will say it has been, for me, it's been absolutely life-changing to work in senior living communities and to work with the residents. There's so much that I really believe we can learn from each other. And there's something so powerful and so amazing about creating connection between generations that I believe brings all of us together in such a powerful, powerful way. Um, Kayla, do you have any questions you'd like to ask or anything you'd like to share?
I don't think so. I think maybe like people go into like senior living thinking like, oh, I'm gonna like impact these people, but really it's like you feel more impacted than what like for my instance anyway, like I feel like, oh, I'm gonna make somebody's day, but in return like it makes my day more than I can ever do for the seniors. So it's just working in senior living, it's just such a heartwarming, like loving career that it's definitely, like you guys said, life-changing. So it's good.
I'll say, Mary, I know Lauren, she got off and she came back on. So I don't know if she would want to answer any of the questions or.
Yeah, Lauren, we were kind of asking a few questions to get your perspective. What if you had the chance to meet some of our residents in person, what's a question you would ask them?
No, I have to think.
Oh, good. We get to see your face. Yay.
There she is.
I don't know, probably like what was like the biggest like event that they've like gone through in their life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Good,
absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. I'm trying to remember what my other questions were.
Well,
Lenny, edit this out.
Yeah, I know one I think was, now I lost what I was going to say. It's like you have it and it's like, there it goes. Lauren, why did you want to get involved and work with all of us as part at Arrow Senior Living?
Probably because like, I don't know, I felt like I could like make an impact on someone and like make someone's day, like you were saying when I got on.
Very cool.
Perfect.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Good. Thank you. Okay.
I have loved too how all of you, and this was really such a cool thing, how all of you were really thoughtful about the activities that you've created and the events that you've created, how you've created them in such a way that everyone can participate.
Mm-hmm.
So someone who has no memory loss, they're enjoying it because it's wonderful. Someone who is experiencing memory loss and memory changes, they can participate as well. So I thought that was such a thoughtful way to approach everything. We really appreciated it. Does anybody have anything else that they would like to share? And again, Lenny will pull bits and pieces from this. So anything you want to share is great.
Well, I'll say, like, when Rick sent this out to us as the faculty, it was like right away when I read it, I was like, I have to do this. I have had a family that is a lot of the elderly, and some of them have already passed, that have been in nursing homes, have been in hospice care, extended living, and that kind of stuff. And probably pretty much since I was the age of 20, and I'm 40 now, so 20 years worth. And this has been kind of the last 3 or 4 years I haven't been able to connect back with any of the elderly. And so this was a way that I could get right back in it. And I remember just going and visiting my great aunt and uncle and just talking and doing crafts with them and their friends, or another great aunt and uncle visiting them in Mississippi at their old folks home and living arrangements that they had, the senior living, and going to meals and getting to eat with their friends, and going on walks outside and that kind of stuff. Because a quote that I really like, it just starts out with age has no limit. And so that is the thing. Like you always, no matter how old you are or how young you are, and love listening to them talk. So it was when Rick put that out, I was like, this is how I'm going to get to connect again. Like it was kind of fulfilling something for me, but at the same time, I still could give back at the same time.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So I appreciate, but not only Mr. Neal getting this all together, but to you guys as for us letting us do this. I really appreciate that.
Can I just send a happy message and just say nice things? I don't know if you guys can even use that, but I just want to say something. Okay. I hope all of you guys are staying happy and staying positive and smiling all the time. And just even in your own little corners of your room or your dining halls, wherever you are, just to remember to stay happy and everything will be okay.
Oh, that was great.
You.
Thank you. Yeah, I would.
My cat coming into the camera.
Oh, no, go ahead, Izzy.
Okay, sorry. I didn't.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
But I just want to say thank you guys for even getting us to be able to have this experience. Quarantine has not been the best, that's for sure, for me, for a lot of us, and we're really feeling it. And having a way to help someone and take our time to do something, because we have a lot of time to spare. It's really, it's really cool, and I can't thank you guys enough for the opportunity.
Well, yeah, I'd like to say that Ariel and Jelaine, I've taught already. The other 3 girls, Izzy and Lauren and Allison, I'll have next year. And I will never have the experience of teaching Julia, but at Parkway. But I just want to say at Valley Park, we always really, it's such a small community, and we really look forward to helping people. And the fact that these young ladies came out and volunteered their time, I was just so amazed at. And you mentioned about the thoughtfulness. I mean, they chose the songs they were interested in and the backstory to it. And I mean, it's all them. I just wanted to, commend them. And I think they may not know this, but they are going to learn so much more from what they're doing now than even maybe what they think they're giving. So I just want to thank you ladies for doing that. And thank you to Kayla and Mary for allowing us the opportunity to come in and work with the residents here. This is just absolutely amazing to all of us. Thank you.
Well, we look forward to all of you spending time with us in person once all the restrictions are.
Can't wait. We can't wait.
I know. I think it's going to be just such a fun, wonderful thing. And a huge thank you to Valley Park. I have a daughter, 2 daughters actually, who attended Valley Park, and it's such a wonderful school district and such a tight-knit community. It's really such a jewel. So we appreciate you all so much. Thank you for spending your time with us. We value that so much. Kayla, do you have any closing thoughts?
Let me come off mute first. Oh, I've been doing this long enough. I should know when to come off mute. But anyway, no, you guys are saying it's just such a great opportunity for you guys. But just there's something about having intergenerational events. Even just seeing your guys' faces and just being able to, even for me, I look forward to this, to seeing you guys, and I know the residents do too, and this was recorded too, so if they weren't able to see it, I'm sure that they'll call their friends or whatever, and they'll wanna watch the replay of it. So so I just appreciate you guys. It really means a lot that you guys will take time out of even just social media, like, or TikTok or whatever you guys do. It's just like, it really does mean a lot that you guys took the time to spend an hour with us. So thank you so much. And I just really appreciate it. So.
Well, have a great day, everybody. Reach out. By the way, follow us on Instagram and Facebook and all the social medias.
Got you.
You'll enjoy it, I promise.
At what? At what?
Thank
I
you.
will. But is it at Arrow?
Arrow Senior Living will get the majority of them, but each community, and you'll be able to see each community on the Arrow page, like which ones we manage. We manage actually 22 different ones. So that's a lot to follow, but Arrow Senior Living usually takes the highlights of all the communities, because that's the management company that manages all the different communities. So
Wonderful.